Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel, and here's a headline from Crypto News Flash. This is a brand new piece. XRP price offers best buying opportunity for years, analysts agree. And so I wanted to share with you a number of things in this video, including despite the fact that there was a retracement in terms of the price of XRP as of late, I've been pretty clear that there's no way that XRP or any crypto is just going to endlessly go up in a straight line. So to me, this was no big deal. I've been saying before it happened, it's going to happen. I just don't pretend to know when. And so now we have the benefit of hindsight, and we know it happened. But I don't believe for a moment this is the end. And also, as far as the opportunity moving forward, it is tremendous in my humble opinion. And I want to illustrate to you just this idea that XRP, which I firmly believe this, XRP is going to substantially outpace Bitcoin over this market cycle in terms of just opportunity. And so even if Bitcoin is going to always be number one in market cap, in terms of the opportunity for XRP, in terms of the multiplier effect, because it has such lower levels of liquidity, it just, to me, it makes all the sense in the world. And we see that XRP, along with every other crypto, look, it's all just moving in tandem. Just zoom out on a chart, like I always say, and you can see all of this here. So lots of stuff to talk about here. But before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you would please ever so delicately tap the like button, I would definitely appreciate the support. And also, if you are a fan of Ripple and XRP, well, gosh darn it, you should go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambeau channel, because if you do, we could be friends. Maybe even best friends. I'm getting excited just thinking about it. Are you getting excited? I'm pretty excited. I'm just saying it. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention this. So for all of you out there who celebrate Thanksgiving, I would love to hear about your experiences. Were people talking about crypto if you had to get together despite the pandemic? Because I'll tell you what, my family was actually, like, a lot. I was kind of surprised. The conversation, a lot of it was dominated by that. And I found out that my mother, she told me about a week ago, she just bought a bunch of Bitcoin. And she seems like she was swayed by my youngest brother on that front. And my entire family, we all hold XRP, and we have for 3 years. None of us have sold, so that's something. They're just not as interested in it, so I don't really feel like I can regularly talk about it. But since it's been picking up here a bit, I was a little bit surprised. I didn't know that my family was following it to like any degree, so how about that? I thought it was a cool sign. But take a look at this tweet from XRP community member Sher Khan, who wrote, "I want to send a welcome to all new XRP investors now entering the scene. Do not be afraid. Crypto tends to have these swings. Welcome to the XRP community." I thought it was a nice tweet, and I thought it made a lot of logical sense. Because when you jump into the world of crypto, you don't know that. You don't know that this is normal. This is the most volatile asset class on the entire planet, and so it can feel like it's the end of the world when stuff like this happens. But I gotta tell you, I am impervious to this type of stuff. I'm emotionally bulletproof. When this happens, I'm like, oh, whatever, just another day in the life, man. And I literally mean that. And I've invested some serious money into crypto, including specifically XRP. That's the one I'm most interested in. And I'm telling you, man, I sleep easy. I just see that this is how humans behave, and I'm like, whatever, man. I'm appreciative that humans are doing this, because the volatility is what makes the upward price movement possible. I'm just not going to emotionally buy and sell because other people are doing it, because that's not a good idea, in my humble opinion. And look, I don't have a financial background, so don't buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I am not offering advice of any kind. I just think it's fun to talk about this stuff as a hobby and make YouTube videos. Now, as I record this, XRP is at 57 cents, so it has been ticking up a little bit, actually, over the last 24 hours. Bitcoin's at $17,131, and you got the market cap for the asset class at $516 billion, and Bitcoin dominance at 61.53%. And so you can see over the last 24 hours, XRP was as low as 50.8 cents and as high as 58.5 cents. So, hey, better than where it was the day before. Because look, and I'll tell you this, as far as the potential lows, I mean, people are talking about if it gets really, really bad, you know what they're saying for XRP? Like 38 to 40 cents. I'm like, bro. Like, if you're worried, please chill out. Because XRP, if you think about it, it's just within the last few weeks, XRP was at like 22 cents. And if we're talking about the worst case scenario right now being 38 to 40 cents, oh my gosh. And I understand if people bought more recently and they're new to the XRP community, it could feel devastating if you put money in and then it goes down. I get it. I get all the emotions associated with that, and I am sympathetic. But just don't beat yourself up. And this is not buying or selling advice. I'm just saying let the emotions subside, because it doesn't make any sense for you to beat yourself up for not being able to time the markets. You're never going to be able to do that. If you buy anything, just assume that you're not buying the all-time low. Or even, you know what I mean. Like, don't assume that because you bought right then that it will never be lower than that price. It's silly to think that. If you're just playing the odds, and more likely than not, at some point after you purchased it, it will be lower than that. But if you believe that the overall trend and long-term viability is there, then there you go. Maybe focus more so on that, so you don't end up getting emotionally upset. Shout out to Keeping the Receipts on the Twitters, who tagged me along with a couple of my fellow XRP YouTubers. Thank you very much for tagging me in this crypto news flash piece. I do appreciate it, my friend. And let's jump on in here. XRP fell by more than 30%, from 74 cents to 55 cents at the time of writing after the sharp correction. In the last few hours, the entire crypto market, and thus also the XRP price, has stabilized. Yeah, and let's highlight this too before I go any further in this piece. Excuse me. These charts, if you see where I'm circling here, this is Live Coin Watch. Look at these charts. The vast majority of them, throw out Tether, of course, because that's a stable coin, but the vast majority, if you look at the weekly charts on the right of the screen here, they look strikingly similar. And so I'm going to keep pointing this out to illustrate to everybody that the market does move in tandem. And it's not that literally every single day the charts are going to perfectly line up like right now. Fine, they line up pretty well. It's not always going to look like that, but that's why I'm making the point that if you take a longer time frame, like look over the last 5 years or 10 years, you're going to see that coins, in a general sense, they actually do line up and simply follow Bitcoin. You can see that. Now, there are certain ICO scams from 2017. They're gone, like BitConnect's gone, all that stuff, and that's great. But especially if you're talking about large cap coins, in a general sense, they move up, even if they're no longer in the top 10. In a general sense, they're just following the market. Right? And because people are still figuring this out, that's why we continue to see this. So just use your eyeballs and be aware of this, and understand that people are not sufficiently judging XRP based on its merits. But that's kind of exciting in and of itself, because even with it not being sufficiently judged based on its own merits, think about what happened 3 years ago when it ran up to damn near $4 in terms of price compared to the United States dollar. That's incredible. Wait until there's real world adoption and the rest of the world jumps in. It's like sky's the limit is the way I look at it anyway. But XRP records a minus 1.79% within the last 24 hours. The market capitalization has dropped to $25 billion. As a crypto news flash reported, XRP rose briefly to 90 cents on Coinbase on Tuesday. Shortly afterwards, however, the price fell after the platform had experienced some technical difficulties. Given the potential, the current situation is a fantastic opportunity for a trader and analyst, a credible crypto, to enter XRP at a low price. In his opinion, investors will never be able to buy XRP at such a low price in the coming years. He explains on Twitter that now all interested parties should buy XRP as long as the cryptocurrency is still in the price range between 38 to 55 cents. And he has a tweet on there as well. He writes as follows. To be able to buy XRP anywhere between 38 to 55 cents is a blessing. If you get this chance, you best take it. No guarantees we get the lower end of this range. So dollar cost averaging is down. I'm sorry, dollar cost averaging down is your best bet. And so Credible Crypto is also well-known XRP bull, and also he already in numerous analysis predicted a price increase of more than 1,000%, with a target between $25 to $30. It is remarkable that he also correctly predicted a correction of almost 30%. The analyst states that all investors should be cautious, as XRP has risen by more than 60% compared to Bitcoin and could continue to correct. And let me go a little bit lower. I think there's something else in here. Yeah, here we go. So here's another analyst, Blockchain Backer. And he's... I'm on board with what he says. You know, I really enjoy following him as well. XRP enthusiast and trader Blockchain Backer describes that XRP has fallen to the last support level and may have found its bottom. In his latest video update, he warns his followers that XRP could face another major correction and that all investors should work with smartly placed stop-loss orders. Yeah, and so it certainly could happen here, but it's so fascinating to me that once you hit these newer levels, whatever scary price action we were worried about, like even just a month ago, like that's not even on the radar anymore. So if you just have a longer time horizon, a lot of this, in my opinion anyway, becomes substantially less scary. And then if you also just realize that you're not just betting on XRP, you're really, if you're investing in XRP, like it's just a bet on the whole market. And the reason I say that is because that's how everyone else, by and large, is treating this. So even though I care about fundamentals, and maybe you do too, and I think that the market will figure that out and value that more in the future, they just don't today. And so it's kind of like, do you think the asset class is going to do well or not? If yes, then investing in XRP, in my humble opinion, makes a lot of sense, even if you just believe in the asset class. And so at some point that is going to change, though. I do think, XRP will decouple. I think that it'll get judged on its own merits in a much more substantial way in the future. But right now, it's kind of like pick a top 10 coin, and I almost feel like, I hope this isn't too strong of a word, but I feel like you're protected. That might be too strong of a word, because I get it. There's risk associated with investing in crypto. I don't want to make it out as if there's no risk. I always acknowledge that, especially given the volatility and the track record. You better be prepared to lose everything if you invest in the asset class. But if you believe in the asset class in a whole, pick a coin and it's probably fine. And so even though I firmly believe that's true, I'm not going to, as a result, invest in a bunch of stuff that doesn't offer real-world solutions, because I don't know when the market's going to start valuing real-world utility, and I don't want to be caught holding a crap coin when the sentiment changes, because I don't know if it's going to happen fast or slow, and I don't want to worry about it. I sleep easy with XRP, knowing that it's moving with the market, and knowing that it has real-world utility, and it's solving a problem that no other crypto on the planet is solving today. And the problem that it's solving requires a decentralized cryptocurrency with an open market price. There's no other coin even being positioned for this. So I could not be more confident for the long haul here. Here's another tweet from Credible Crypto. Morning all, and happy Thanksgiving, friends. So this is just the other day. Bitcoin is floating around mid-16,000s at the moment. And if we are bullish, we really can't go much lower. If 15,800 is lost, it opens the doors to 13,000 to 14,000, but as long as it's held, market structure remains bullish from a wave perspective. And right now it does seem to be holding. And here's a tweet from Anthony Pompliano, who wrote, I bought more Bitcoin last night. I bought more Bitcoin this morning. Dollar cost averaging and multi-year time horizons allow you to view price decreases as opportunities to buy a great asset on sale. And I'm a fan of that sentiment. So I've been dollar cost averaging into XRP for 3 years now, along with some bigger purchases as I changed my general risk tolerance preferences a couple months ago. So I did make some larger purchases even just a couple months ago or so. But outside of that, I've been dollar cost averaging in. And to me, that's what makes the most sense, because you can't time markets. And I don't care that for most of the last 3 years, I was in the red with my investment in XRP. I didn't care. I still don't. I mean, I'm up now, but that's a recent development. And I've been here 3 years. I don't care, because I just understand this is how humans behave, like I keep saying. But here's a tweet from XRP community member Matt Hamilton, who responded to Pomp. And he wrote, yup, you could have made quite a bit dollar cost averaging just $2 a day over the past 4 years. Even more so if you did it into something better performing than Bitcoin, like XRP. And then he's got a little winky face there. And so here's the chart that he has here. This is just a fun thing to be aware of, because XRP is outperforming Bitcoin. Total invested, $2,922. Final value of XRP, I'll just round it, $23,000. Final value of Bitcoin, only $12,000. Final value of ETH, $17,000. And so that's why the Bitcoin maxi trolls have been acting like XRP's been crap. Oh, good thing you didn't invest in that. Yeah, until it rallies, which historically it always has. It just lags behind Bitcoin. So when all the Bitcoin maxi trolls are having their fun, look at that. Oh, look at that S-word coin XRP not rallying. I just sat there and was like, well, yeah, but I believe it's going to. And damn it sure as hell did. And now again, it's substantially outperforming Bitcoin. Sorry, Bitcoin maxi trolls, not sorry. Just saying here. Here's a tweet from All the Way 08, another XRP community member, who shared this chart, and it's a list of cryptocurrencies that have outperformed Bitcoin significantly in the last 30 days, and XRP indeed is among them, plus 170%. So if you want to take a look, it's on your screen. I just thought I'd share it because this narrative which is always based on a specific time frame, so that Bitcoin Master Controls can paint whatever picture they want. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of that narrative. It's a bunch of nonsense. We can paint a picture of XRP outperforming Bitcoin if we choose the timeline that's preferential for us. I just think it's a silly argument. So, but I mean, facts are facts, but it's a silly narrative, and it's I don't know. Maybe it is effective on some people, but to me, I just realized the irrationality of using that as some sort of argument to not purchase XRP or to only purchase Bitcoin. It's ridiculous to me. So I'm just sharing with you. So I couldn't be more confident and excited to see where this continues to go, even if there's a pullback, which admittedly certainly could happen. Analysts, from what I'm seeing, and I'll talk about more of this in a separate video because there's way too many opinions to share, unless I'm going to have like hour-long videos every day, which would not be. I know that's not what people want, but there's a lot more to talk about here, and I'm just excited to see moving forward what happens, because most analysts are substantially more bullish despite the retracement here, even for the short term. So we'll be talking more soon, but I better wrap up here. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything, because if anything that I say or write, that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.